You know, in the world of sports, you have teams that win championships, and then you have teams that, well, they build an entire empire. Today, we are diving deep into the blueprint of maybe the biggest one of all, Real Madrid. And trust me, this isn't just about football. It's a story of royalty, unbelievable wealth, and a relentless drive to win. So let's just start with the numbers because, honestly, they're staggering. As of 2024, Real Madrid isn't just a valuable club, it's the most valuable football club on the entire planet. We're talking an estimated worth of $6.6 billion. That kind of financial power, well, that's the engine behind everything they do. And it's not just about what they're worth, it's about what they earn. In 2024, they did something no other football club had ever done. They broke the €1 billion mark for revenue in a single year. That's right, 1 billion. This shows they're not just winning on the field, they are absolutely masters of the business of sports. Okay, so what do you do with all that cash? Well, you win, and you win the biggest prize there is. This number right here, 15. That's how many times they've won the European Cup, or as we call it now, the UEFA Champions League. To put that into perspective for you, no other club in the world has even hit double digits. It's just an unbelievable record. But that number, 15, as incredible as it is really just the start. They've earned that nickname, the Kings of Football, for a reason. And when you dig into the numbers behind the title, it gets even more impressive. I mean, just look at this. The sheer volume here is insane. We're talking over 100 major trophies. And check out the balance, a record 36 Spanish league titles, which is incredible on its own, but then you pair that with 35 international trophies. So this isn't just about dominating your own backyard. This is about conquering the entire world of football. And look, this isn't just fan opinion or some historical reputation we're talking about. This is the official verdict. According to UEFA, the governing body of European football, Real Madrid sits at #1 in their all-time club rankings. Their success isn't just a flash in the pan, it's the result of a century of consistent, world-class performance. So how on earth did this all start? How does a football club become, well, this? To really understand the institution they are today, you have to go right back to their unique origins. And believe me when I say, it's a story literally fit for a king. All right, picture this. It's March 6th, 1902. A group of football fans get together in the back room of a family business, and they officially create the Madrid Football Club. Pretty humble beginnings for a team that would one day become a global powerhouse, right? But then, fast forward to 1920, and something absolutely transformative happens. King Alfonso XIII, the King of Spain, grants the club the title Real. Now, Real, as you can see, is just Spanish for royal. This wasn't just a name change. This was a royal endorsement. It instantly shot the club's prestige into a whole new stratosphere. And they wear that history right on their chest to this day. See the crown on their crest? That's not just some fancy design. It is a direct symbol of that royal title, a permanent reminder that this club has a direct connection to the Spanish monarchy. Okay, getting a seal of approval from a king is a pretty good start, right? But you don't become a legend just because of a name. You've got to win on the pitch. So let's look at the key eras where Real Madrid really forged its dynasty. You can see these incredible waves of total dominance. It really kicked off in the late 1950s with a team that won, get this, 5 European Cups in a row. Then you have the 2000s and the famous Galácticos era, all about signing the biggest stars. And then, more recently, the modern dynasty that pulled off 3 straight Champions League titles, a feat many thought was just impossible in the modern game. But we have to stop for a second and talk about that first great team from the 50s. Led by absolute legends like Alfredo Di Stefano and Ferenc Puskás, their dominance was so complete that even now, many experts will tell you they were the greatest club team ever put together. They set the standard for what Real Madrid was all about, winning, and winning on the biggest stage possible. So this relentless desire to win led to this really famous and fascinating philosophy at the club. You can think of it as a 2-pronged attack. You either go out and buy the legends, or you build them yourself. So first, let's talk about the Galácticos policy. This is the blockbuster Hollywood strategy of just going out and signing the most famous, most marketable, and most talented players on the planet. We're talking about names that are just icons of the sport. Zidane, Beckham, the the Brazilian Ronaldo, and of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, who they paid a world record fee for back in 2009. It's about building a team of superstars. But, and this is so crucial, it's not all about the big money signings. They don't just buy success, they cultivate it. Their youth academy is world famous. It's known as La Fábrica, which means the factory, because it just consistently produces elite talent. Club legends like Raúl and Iker Casillas came right through their system, proving they can build champions from scratch just as well as they can buy them. So, you put it all together, you've got the royal history, the immense wealth, the trophy cabinet that's just overflowing, and this unique philosophy for building a team. What you end up with is a legacy that is truly, truly in a class of its own. Honestly, the record books basically read like a Real Madrid biography. They were the first team in any of Europe's top leagues to hit 100 trophies. They are the only club to win 3 Champions Leagues in a row twice. And their 15th title was so historic that Guinness World Records actually gave them an official recognition for it. These aren't just stats, these are statements of complete dominance. Which leaves us with one final big question to think about. When you combine it all, a name given by a king, a global fan base that literally numbers in the hundreds of millions, and the trophy cabinet with over 100 major titles, you really have to ask, has any sports team, in any sport, anywhere on the planet, ever been more successful?